till now we have shown you that how markets are decked up, what trader community has to say as far as G20 Leaders Summit is concerned, and how even a small chai shop, auto wala in the national capital, perhaps all across the country, is collaborating with the theme, with the logo of G20. But today we have come to this hotel called Taj Palace in New Delhi. This hotel is 40 years old, and this hotel is perhaps the only trusted name when it comes to diplomacy, when it comes to foreign policy. This hotel has experience of hosting many multilateral events, including BRICS, ASEAN, and many other events. Now this time around, it is challenging for this hotel also, because for the first time in 20 years, G20 Summit is going to take place, and that too, Jan Bhagidari wala G20 Summit. So what are the preparations that are going on at Taj Palace in New Delhi? We'll speak to Seth Saab. Seth Saab is the general manager, the boss of the hotel. Sir,
Hello.
how excited you guys are. And since Prime Minister has declared it as a Jan Bhagidari wala G20, so the idea of the Prime Minister is to take this event to each and every household. So largely foreign policy is considered as a subject which is only restricted to elites or somebody who understands foreign policy, well read. But this time around, the concept has completely been changed. Even our auto rickshaw wala in Delhi, chai wala is also talking about this event. We have come to your hotel, sir. Now tell us what all preparations are going on. So perhaps I could see the logo behind. I could also see beautiful women, taking thali in their hands to welcome the guests. So there is a setup which has been prepared by the hotel. If you could elaborate for our viewers.
So yes, it's truly a historic moment and a historic event that is going to take place. Yeah. While you rightly mentioned, Taj Palace has been host to many such bilateral and multilateral summits like the ASEAN, like the BRICS, but something happening of this scale, which is going to be something like over 30 heads of states visiting a city, and a scale at which this has been organized. And it's been going on. It's not only that it's starting now, it's been going on since the time, which is December last year, India assumed presidency. And multiple meetings have happened over this. And Prime Minister's whole theme of Jan Bhagidari, which is truly in letter and spirit, because it's gone across to it's never been restricted to one city. It's just been gone across to the entire country. So the whole country has been a participant in this G20 summit. We, as this hotel has been always hosting a lot of heads of states and VIP visits, we are all geared up, and definitely the diversity of India is something that we are showcasing, whether it comes to our welcome, whether it comes to our food, while we'll keep in mind the likes and the dislikes and the preferences of the visiting heads of states. A lot of preparation has gone in for the security aspects, which unfortunately I will not be able to divulge. Absolutely. And we are working very closely with our local authorities, the Delhi Police and the paramilitary forces. The countries have more or less been decided which country is going to be staying in which hotel. So we are all eager and excited for this upcoming grand event that is going to take place in Delhi from the 8th. Well, the visits of the dignitaries will start much earlier.
Yeah.
And we do have some
advanced teams have already started arriving.
They have already started arriving, or they are going to be arriving in the due course. So we do, we start welcoming them from now onwards. And the welcome definitely is part of, has the elements of showcasing the local artisans. So the whole thing is that when these delegates go back to their own countries, they carry a bit of India with them. They savor India while they are here. And this, I look at as a hotelier, I look at this as a great boost to the whole tourism, which I'm sure will come and play much greater aspect in the coming years, when these people will have fond memories of the country and the welcome that they got and the experiences that they went through. And they're going to be spreading that word of mouth also through the social media, to their own countrymen, and it will generate more and more interest for India, which is so diverse and has so much to offer for any tourist to see. As Indians, we have not even explored our entire country. So from a foreign tourist point of view, I think so this will be great. Going on the business side, of course, all these summits have an economic part to it. There are a lot of things that have happened, a lot of meetings that have happened, which is going on and have taken place, which is related to the economic and various trade agreements. So that is, so obviously there will be a big boost to the business in the coming years, which will propel India into a much higher sphere of economic growth.
Since Suri sir has spoken about the Jan Bhagidari, so I will give viewers a sense that how Janta's participation is there when Taj Hotel will welcome the foreign delegates and dignitaries. Sir, could you please explain this entire setup, because we've been told that these are the shawls which have been procured from the artisans, and it describes the culture and the heritage of India. If you could please elaborate.
So these are ikat stalls typically done by the local artisans of various states, and this is exactly what we are using to welcome our delegates. So it's not something big that they have to carry back, but it remains with them. The thali that we have got is, and this is again our national bird is peacock. The whole hotel in this lobby is designed on the peacock theme. And that's what we are going to be communicating back to our visiting dignitaries, that what is our national bird and how the theme works. And, where we are standing, the whole steps which are there is like this peacock has spread its wings, and that's the whole feel that it gives. So we're going to be playing on that. Of course, on the food aspects, it's been the year of millets, and we shall continue on that. Definitely, the local likes and dislikes of the visiting dignitaries would be kept in mind, and menus are being developed on that. Special Indian thalis are being done on that. So chefs are working really overtime.
I would like to come to that point. So sir will not agree to what I am saying, or perhaps I'm going to say, but these advanced teams, this entire advanced team culture. So before any head of the state visits, there are sessions of advanced teams coming to those properties for the recce purposes, to interact with the hotel staff management, how the arrangements are going to be, what are the likes and dislikes of the leaders. So it's a very tough task. So let me ask this question to Suri sir. Suri sir, I want to understand from you that do they really throw tantrums? Do they really, tell you that we want this? And how challenging is this entire task? Because I know that first thing they do is that they interact with you. There's a meeting which first takes place with you, and so how hectic and how difficult it is, and especially when there is not one dignitary arriving, many dignitaries are going to come, since it's the first choice for the foreign delegates.
So yes, we do have multiple rounds of meetings with the advanced team, and also with the local embassies which are there in the city, and a lot of arrangements are being overlooked by the local diplomats who are there in the city. So while there can be a multiple round of meetings, and to understand what their requirement is and what the hotel can provide and how the hotel can tweak it to provide to their likes and dislikes and come up to their requirement. But more or less, I wouldn't say that they are difficult people, but yes, they are specific, because obviously they have their own concerns with regards to either the safety aspects or the personal likes and dislikes that the delegation and the VIP may have. So yes, we are able to understand that and take it forward. So it's not that they behave and they throw tantrums, but it's just that there are things which are specific.
I told you
in
will
nature.
not agree to what I'm going to say. So this is going to be the setup at the time of the arrival of head of the state, and the entire management will be here to welcome the head of the state, because it's not only about the reputation of this group, this hotel, but it's about the reputation of the country. And this is perhaps the reason that his team and he himself is going to execute one of the toughest tasks of their life by conducting this G20 event, by hosting the guests, those who are going to arrive in 10 days from now.